Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and we are back with more FTL, where we are doing the #1 run, which means that we have no fuel. Oh, that's great to see the things that I forget about after logging out and logging back in. Going #1 is the name of the ship. We have a mostly full assortment of crew. We were actually doing better until I had to sell one into slavery. And why the hell would I do that? Because for those of you who have not been watching, the challenge run, as you see, I have a pretty good complement of weapons if I can just survive long enough to use them. The challenge is very simple. Any option that you have in the game, where you can choose the #1 option, you must choose the #1 option. So that makes things fairly straightforward, which means I must accept surrenders. That means if I encounter slavers, I lose a crew member. That means I have to take the first choice in every sector I go through no matter what, but more importantly, right now I'm stuck with no fuel and the rebel fleet on the way. So I don't know if this is going to be a long or short video. No ships in the sector, well shit. And this means I could be blocked off and have to fight the rebel fleet here in just a minute. So it's here waiting again. And look, let's help them. Alright, so we do get a one option to attack, thank goodness. And I'm going to be boarded here in a moment. They're going for my door control, which is a little irritating. But if I can set it up like this now, I'll be okay. So I can probably board them as soon, and maybe I should have the hull laser going instead of my 3 lasers. We'll see what happens. Because fortunately right now they're not going for my cockpit. That's what I was a little worried about. We're just going to see if I can suffocate them. So let's see first off. They have a halberd beam, and if that's a 2-shot heavy laser, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Right now my biggest goal is to take out their pike beam. And now I can lock them in. Haha, micromanaging the doors as a weapon. There we go. So that is a 2-shot beam. That sucks. What are you going to do about it now? Okay, fortunately the pike beam hits, if I can hit the right number for it. So the question is, since I'm not boarding them now, and they do have apparently an advanced level thing there. Let's see here, how many rooms can I hit? I unfortunately cannot get the shield room and the med bay, and the med bay is really what I need to hit here. Their weapons are not a huge threat. They're a threat, don't get me wrong, but they're not a huge threat. So I'm going to do less damage than I might otherwise, because I'd love to capture this ship. Although with a bunch of mantis, that can be a tall order in of itself. But there we go. I did take down their ship, and I did delay their capabilities for healing, so that is a plus. Unfortunately, once again, it's going to be a matter of, can I take them out? It's probably 2 mantis for repairing that room, so... The halberd beam is off sync, which is fantastic. Their med bay's healed, which maybe I should have shot at that, but... Getting some shields down is also very important. So this time we're just going to go for this maneuver. See if I can beam 2 people to death. So they have a 1 health med bay. And it looks like they're all over the place repairing. In fact, it's probably not wise for me to try and board this ship. So we'll see if I get more than 1 fuel. Let's just kill it. Because right now it's all repairs all the time. And if stuff's on fire, my crew could just die. Chances are things are on fire. So blew them up. I'd rather board, but with the mantis boarders here, you don't know. So there's 2 fuel and 55 scrap. My bigger question now is, am I trapped? Because I don't have the option on that lets me see what this is connected to. Hopefully I can get over here, because I'm probably about to lose fuel again. If I have to trade 1 fuel for like drones or something, again, it's going to be a problem. But oh, that's right! I'm fighting in the slug lands, so this is gonna be a whole new cup of suck here in a second. So I may have to board just to make things happen here shortly. This is a kind of scary weapon loadout with the missiles. I don't have cloaking. I'd love to have cloaking by now, but I'm gonna have to make do with my natural dodge here. Fortunately, should be able to take out the med bay, and then as soon as I can do that, I'm just gonna start wailing on them. Now that looks like 2 firebombs, which is not pleasant, and one of them's going into my engines, which is really not pleasant. So let's see if we can actually get these fires put out ASAP. And let's board. So there you go, there's slugs. Oh my god, Nellies is dying. Let's get my shield guy over here. So we're gonna need some stuff in the med bay anyway. So I'm going to need to take out their weapon systems just a little bit here. Unfortunately their shields are repaired, but fortunately I got that in time, so... Oh no, their shields came up just in time. That is awful. Okay. So my engines may just have to burn right now. Because now, oh no, I'm all on fire here, so... This is what we call not good. My weapon capabilities are down. I'm a sitting duck. Everything is going to hit me now. And my units are a turn away from transporting in, so... This is what we call a tough place to be. My weapons are just going to catch on fire. I'm going to have to use a possible second boarding crew momentarily. Let's go ahead and return you all here. Let's fire into this room while we can. Oh, it didn't take out the crew though, so that sucks. Alright, so maximum power on shields. And the worst part is because my engines are gone, I can't run. Oh my gosh, and there goes one of my boarding crew, got hit by a missile there at the last second. This is what we call an unmitigated disaster. And wow, okay, so I'm on fire here. I cannot... But my weapons room, fortunately, is a vacuum, so... It is possible that I come back from this. Not likely, but not impossible. Unfortunately, I'm low on oxygen. Okay, so maybe I should go whole hog repairing my engines at this point, because it may be best for me just to run like hell from this fight. Yeah, so I'm gonna at least live, maybe. We gotta get you all healed up, though. We gotta get you all out of there. Because I have no air, and... Jump away. 2 fire bombs, man. That is a bitch. I have no fuel. I have a dead ship. Please don't be another fight. It's another fight! Alright, so at least I have oxygen again. Let's see if I can possibly recover from this. So one of my boarding team is dead. That means Vivimorn's gonna come with me. My transporter's up at least. I really need to get Nellies, you're on engines. Really need to get all my doors shut. My doors are not pleased with me, but that's 2 halberd beams and a dual laser. So that could be another recipe for pain and suffering right here. So right now you all need to repair. We need to get air back in our systems, because right now I cannot hurt a fly. Except by boarding. Like, I actually do not have enough system energy to make a dent here. And I have to stand and fight. My one hope is that the halberd beams don't line up with the dual laser, but that is not a good thing to hang your hat on. At least for now, though, the ship can't hurt me. Okay, so let's get it like this. Okay, so you all are going to repair here. I guess what we're going to do is just... Oh, see, that's what we wanted to avoid. Transporter down, but that just means I am going to have to heal up here momentarily, and once again my oxygen is down. So like I said, that's what I wanted to not happen. Thank goodness, though, I got that. So we're taking out their weapon systems first. As best I can here. So 1 halberd beam down, so I'm going to be okay. Of course, now we need Jax, who's our shield slug by default now, to repair our oxygen room. Is there air in there? I don't know. Problem is they have a med bay. Problem is I have no fuel. There's all kinds of problems we have here, but it's not FTL if we are without problems. Unfortunately, I'm missing it just the wrong time. And there goes a halberd beam. Managed to live through that one. Because they're off cycle now, so at least that. Unfortunately, I can't hit for shit, so let's get our shields back up. And why are you dying? We'll get you out of here in just a moment. I guess I ran out of... Okay, this is not gonna work. We're gonna have to board, probably. If I can't hit these people... Yeah, this is just crap. Alright. And now my cockpit's out, so that sounds like a problem. Because now I can't dodge stuff. I'm not boarding anytime soon, so let's repair this. Yeah, this is a very long, very tense fight. Because we do not want to get halberd beamed out of existence. Oh my god, this is... Why is this ship dodging, like, so incredibly well? I would love to know. I guess I'm going to need to take out their cockpit first, at this rate. Because my shield guy is supposed to have a little more power than this. Alright, well, let's see. Alright, took that out. So that's a start. If I can just get another shot off before I can repair. So I only need to do 1 damage. There we go. So punctured that. So that was needed. So we'll see here. So we got 2 people healing up. So I know what we're gonna do in a moment. Wow, that was like almost all of my laser fire missing. Whew. Okay. Well, it looks like they're gonna repair here, and this is the thing where I can't tuck tail and run. So now they got all their weapons repaired. And fuck it, we're just gonna start going for the kill. Okay, so look, we'll let them live. We have to, we have no choice. And we get 2 missiles and 25 scrap. And worse, we're about to be overtaken by the Federation. Or, not the Federation, we're the Federation. So before that happens, we need to prepare for the worst. Because we have no fuel and we're about to be overrun. And this could be a long series of fights with the Federation. I don't know if my group's going to be able to survive. But, let's see here. 1 more weapon power. Probably the best offense is a good offense in this case. Because what that means is that now I can have the burst laser 1. That should be 6, right? Yeah. So that means pike beam and these 4 lasers. It's not the perfect match, but it's going to have to do so. We are waiting with no fuel in the distress beacon, and look who's coming fast. Oh no! We have to ignore the offer because we don't have 15 scrap. Alright, well... Guess we're fighting the pursuing rebel fleet. Rebel fleet's copy you detect significant fuel reserves on the closest fighter moving attack. Maybe you can still pull this off. That is a fuck ton of lasers. Okay, so they're gonna board me. They're gonna board me in my door control again, which they are welcome to do. Actually, I probably should not take the air out of the oxygen room. I should probably take it out of the non-vital systems because I have killed myself before. With having... Oh, no, they're going for the cockpit. That's not good. That is really not good for the amount of lasers that we'll be firing here shortly. Or the amount of missiles. So we're going to have to... Let's just... Fuck it. Let's just board. And we're going to board in the shield room. They have 4 shields, so my pike beam's going to have to do some business in here. There's one missile in the cockpit, so they're doing my job for me. Unfortunately, the cockpit's out, and I'm going to be hit hard by whatever's coming, and I'm a sitting duck, so... Okay, so split 1 off. Let's hope for a miracle here, guys. Well, they did dump out their that room, so if I can take out their weapon systems, that's going to be amazing. Okay, they do have a med bay. And they do have plenty of missile fire here. And I am not powering the correct systems. I need to repair those weapons ASAP. Wow, that's 4 hull damage to my cockpit, which is now on fire. Yeah, this is probably going to be it, kiddos. This is probably done. All this for 1 fuel. Unless we can pull off some kind of miracle. But not without the pike beam powered. Oh boy. You know what, let's micromanage off of that because we don't need but too much more. But unfortunately, I'm just not going to get my shot in. And I can't dodge that I can't dodge that without having something else here. So this repair has to happen faster. This is game over when that missile fires. And I think it's going to be game over when that missile fires. We shall see. There we go. Can I get the repair? No, this is it. It's done. Too bad, guys. Number 1 challenge. It was good while it lasted. I just got... I'll tell you where I got destroyed by this challenge. It was when I had to trade off fuel 2 times in a row because I had 5 fuel and then I went down to 0. And I was just never able to catch up. So that was a fun challenge, though. I did enjoy it. It was very different. I still have rotten luck with the Kestrel B, but that's okay because I've still won with it at least once. But hey, that's it for now. This is Way to Fail with FTL Faster Than Light, and I exploded in a fiery death. So I cannot believe that this video has gone for 15 minutes and I think I only made 3 successful jumps. That's a sign of a good challenge run, guys. Thanks for the suggestion. I will see you all next time.